it's Sevy. Genshin just announced the 2.1 banners, so of course we're going to play pull or skip with these banners. So first let's look at the character banner. Of course the featured 5-star is Raiden Shogun, and then the 4 stars are Sarah, Sucrose, and Xiangling. Now, I know a lot of people are just going to be pulling on the banner for Raiden Shogun, of course, because that's the only way you're going to get her, actually pulling on the banners. But let's talk about the rest of the 4 stars on the banner. And I actually think that this is a very good banner because these 4 stars, Sucrose and Xiangling, both of them actually have energy problems. And Raiden Shogun, if you didn't know yet about her kit, she fixes energy problems, she's a battery, and she kind of enables a burst rotation kind of thing. And Sucrose and Xiangling are very, very good for burst rotations. Their bursts are very powerful. The fact that they are being paired with Raiden Shogun and Sarah, who are both batteries, is really good. The one thing I like to look at with a banner and the 4-star characters is how good they can work together as an entire team. Of course, that's not always the case. That's not the only criteria you should look at. But in this case, Sucrose and Xiangling are really good choices for this banner. A lot of people might have constellations of them already, especially Xiangling, since you kind of get her for free. But if you don't, then these are great characters to have constellations for. Sucrose, for example, if you don't have her C1 yet, it's one of her most important to make her usable on the field. It gives her another tick on her E. Sucrose is a great character to pull constellations for. Now we have Sarah, of course, who is on the banner. We've discussed her kit a little bit in previous videos, and she's pretty much made to complement Raiden Shogun, so it's kind of a no-brainer to put them together on the same team if you want to try them out together. And I do hope that you get to try out Sarah along with Raiden Shogun, and same for us, because it's a bit hard to snipe a 4-star character. I'm hoping that we get constellations on Sarah ourselves. So overall, I really, really like this 4-star combination actually. Sucrose and Xiangling, their bursts are very powerful, and putting them on a team with Raiden Shogun, you can get an overload, and then you can do some resistance shred with Sucrose's VV, and Sucrose is just overall really good for elemental mastery, and that complementing an entire overload comp would actually be really useful. So all put together, it's really good. These individual characters are very, very powerful on their own. You can fit them into so many teams, so many meta teams. I really, really like this banner actually. If you just want to swipe some 4 stars, go ahead. If you're pulling Raiden Shogun, then no regrets on finishing the constellations of these other characters, right? Although, let's look at the weapon banner. So the weapon banner, we have the Unforged Claymore, and then we have Raiden Shogun's Engulfing Lightning. About the Unforged, I think it's an okay weapon choice. It's a good alternative to Wolf's Gravestone. It's a pretty strong claymore. It's not something that you would usually get on the standard banner, unlike the previous Skyward Blade, right? A lot of people get Skyward Blade on the standard banner. So the Unforged is at least a little bit exciting. It's pretty good for Noelle and other DPS Claymore characters and all of that. However, looking at the 4-star weapons, actually the 4-star weapon selection is pretty good, with the exception of the bell, because come on, the bell is useless, right? But you have the Widsith, the Sacrificial Bow, Lion's Roar, and Favonius Lance, and actually these are really good weapons. The Widsith is naturally a good weapon. It's good for Catalyst users, and it's good for quick swap teams. And if you're using a Raiden Shogun Center team, then you're likely going to be swapping between bursts a lot, and that's going to come in handy. It's not necessarily Sucrose's best in slot, but it's a great quick swap catalyst. Then we have Favonius Lance, which is really good for Xiangling because again, she has energy recharge problems. But also the Favonius Lance is in general a very good support polearm. I personally use one on my Zhongli at R5, and it's good for other characters like Rosaria even. And if you don't have a Favonius Lance at R5 yet, it's really handy to have. Then there's the Lion's Roar, which is pretty good actually because it increases damage against Electro and Pyro damaged units. Now, even though we don't have a sword user on the character banner, the Lion's Roar is still pretty good for Inazuma and for comps that have Electro characters and Pyro characters on them. Now, there's the Sacrificial Bow, and the Sacrificial Bow is one of our top recommendations for Sarah. So if you don't have a 5-star bow for her, like, I don't know, for example, the Harp, or even Thundering Pulse, like if you just want to use her as a support, a simple support, Sacrificial Bow is one of her best weapons to use. And I think if you don't have one at high refinements, now is a good time to get one. However, let's talk about the overall value of the weapon banner. Should you pull on it? alongside Raiden Shogun, or should you skip it? Now, the one thing you have to consider here, first of all, how many Primo Gems do you have? Of course, like that's the biggest thing. Can you afford pulling on both the character banner and the weapon banner? Because Raiden's constellations have the huge potential of being so much more worth than her signature weapon. Like, and it's a little bit hard to say this because the weapons that have been coming out, especially in Inazuma, Mist Splitter, Thundering Pulse, and now Engulfing Lightning, they're extremely good weapons. But also, Raiden Shogun's constellations have huge potential to just make her a broken unit, even without the Engulfing Lightning. Other than that, you have to consider that we are getting the 4-star weapon, the Catch, at R5 for free from one of the events. And the Catch, we've already gone over this in a previous video, is a really, really good 4-star free-to-play weapon and is going to be Raiden's probably next best in slot beside the Engulfing Lightning. So I'm gonna be honest, if you don't have the Primo Gems to spare, or if you're torn between Raiden Constellations and Engulfing Lightning, then I think you should definitely get Raiden Constellations. I'm very, very impressed with the 2 banners that they've come out today. I was wondering who the last 2 on this banner were going to be, and I'm happy that it's Sucrose and Xiangling, actually. Those are all my thoughts for these 2 banners, whether you should pull in them or skip them. The overall value and quality of the banners that they've released, in my opinion, actually really good banners. And if you have more thoughts down below, please do comment. Let me know what you'll be pulling, if you're gonna get her Engulfing Lightning, or if you're going to aim for Raiden Constellations, or if C0 and the Catch is just enough for you. Okay, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please do leave a like on this video, and I'll see you soon. Take care!